Today we're going to turn one of these and one of these into something really exciting. Something that will stop dogs barking. No, I won't do that. Something that will stop... no, it's not going to stop dogs barking. But you might be able to use it to look at animals in your back garden. Like these. You might be able to see parcels delivered. Like these. And you might be able to stop burglars who don't look anything like this. So let's roll the credits and get into it. Okay, let's unbox this present sensor. I don't think there's going to be much to it. There we go. It's got the sensor itself. Nice packets in. What else do we have in here? It's well packed, I'll say that. Try and get that out. Packaging. USB-C cable. Some instructions. It's the top one. Oh dear, it's in Chinese. Is it in Chinese the other side? No, seems okay. We'll have a play with that in a minute. Right, so what we need to do is take this out of the bag. Find some USB power. Any buttons to press? Yeah, there's one there. So, USB power. Okay, I'll go and set up the computer. So let's add this Zigbee sensor. So settings, I can actually just go Zigbee to MQTT. Permit join all. Okay, so on here, I need to hold down the button. Expecting it to do something. Hold down the button. Normally for 10 seconds. It is flashing now. Oh, it's picked it up already. Okay, so click on here, click on name, presence is with a C, isn't it, Martin? Presence sensor. We'll update Home Assistant. We'll put a hyphen there. Click close. Okay. Let's have a little look at what it exposes and what the settings are. So it's got a light sensor. I seem to remember, yeah, you need to calibrate light. So if I had a lux meter, I'd be able to do that, but I don't have a lux meter. But when this number's high, the light is high, and when it's low, the light is low. So 57 kind of feels a little low in here. We've got an on off, so it's worked out that I'm here. Distance is 1.2 meters. I'm about 50 centimeters away. Yeah, so it's gone down to the minimum of it. I think it might be bouncing off the ceiling. I've got it pointing directly straight up. It does work if I move my hand up and down, which you can't see me doing, but I am doing. You can kind of see it moving up and down. Change the radius, sensitivity, change the closeness of it and the maximum range. So maximum range can be really rather close to 9.5 meters. So detection delay, so it's making sure that detection has kind of been made. So it's going, if a tenth of a second it detects something, yeah, it's going to do it. Fading time, it keeps that detection there for 30 seconds. So we could bring this down really low, but if it was connected to lights, they'd flash on and off really quickly. And then link quality, it's just here, and my Zigbee coordinator is about 3 foot from it, so it's going to be quite strong. Okay, so that's the settings on it. Is there anything else in here that's exciting? I don't think so. Read about this in the documentation. That's the illumination presence state. So this is the stuff it passes backwards and forwards to Home Assistant. Zigbee's done in clusters, and you can set up scenes, and there's a development console. But that's kind of that for there. So if we go back to settings, devices and services, and because it's MQTT, we've got a new presence sensor, and I've got the values in here. They're not quite as good, if that makes sense. Lumens has gone up. I'm away now. So it's in here as well. So let's try in a few places to see whether this works. So let's give a test of this sensor. So I've got it on my phone, and I'm going to do highly scientific testing. I'm not going to wander around the kitchen aimlessly. So let's look at the sensor, and that is 2.8, and it says it's 1.67. Read the right number. Okay, I'm going to go back a bit, and now it says I'm 3.5-ish, and on the laser distance finder it says 3.1, so 40 centimeters out. One more time, going back a bit further. So 4 meters now, 4 and a bit meters, 4 point, come on, make up your mind, 4.4 meters, 4.6 meters, 4.3 meters. And on the tape measure, it's 4.1 meters, so 30 centimeters out again. Okay, I'm gonna go and hide now. I'll bring down the distance, but I'm going to go and hide and see how long it takes. There we go, it's come up straight away, but you may have noticed I sped that up. The last thing I'm going to do is bring down the fading time. So what I'll do is I'll bring down the fading time, so it's not going to wait 30 seconds, it's going to go straight away, so half a second. So I'm hidden now, If I get back into view, there I am. Okay, I'm going to go and hide. 1 second, 2 seconds, ooh, bit long, 3 seconds. Seems to be finding things at the back of my kitchen. No, it's like it's found me now, so we're done. Sorting out the lux meter meant me looking at the settings of the sensor, going into the specific settings and fiddling with the value for lux, and then pressing OK on that, going back to the sensor, comparing it against a lux meter I downloaded on my phone for free. I'm not sure whether the rubber duck and the piece of green paper and the really old phone are important here, but when I got the numbers roughly the same, I went, okay, that's the value I want. Final tests were trying to get to it through a double glazed window, which didn't work really very well. It did every now and again, but not particularly well. And then using a highly technical plastic bag, which seemed to make absolutely no difference to anything. So if I want to put it outside, plastic bag is good enough. So let's have a go at setting up this automation. We're going to need the sensor that we've just kind of set up. I've actually just placed it in a cardboard box so it doesn't think I'm here. The other thing we're going to need is a camera. Now I set up a mobile phone as a camera in a video that's just up there. If you've got your own camera already, that'll work. So we've got the camera. I'm just going to make sure my camera's still set up. So I'm going to go into settings, devices and services, then go down to ONF because it's an ONF camera. Click on here. Okay. Oh, which one are we going to want? I'm going to want the no audio one. Okay. So we've got the camera, we've got the presence sensor. So I need to go back to the main menu, go into settings, automations and scenes, create a new automation and add a trigger when entity state, what did I call it? Zigbee something, didn't I? Binary presence sensor attribute goes from it thinks I'm home and away, so from any state to home, so when it detects the movement really. Click save. I'm going to call it security camera. Click save. I'm going to do a couple of things. One, I'm going to take a photo, so let's just go camera, take a snapshot, and I want it to go into /media /security let's call it snap, and then we want to use the bit of code that adds the date onto the end, which is just here. So let's choose the camera, choose an entity, and I'm going to pick the no audio one, and that's there. I think that's all I need to do. I'm going to press save. Okay, and then we're going to add another action, and this time camera and record a stream. Entity, no audio one, and it's going to be in /media /security /stream. Then I need to add my bit of code, which I probably can remember. Edit, copy, Control V, and we don't want .jpeg, we want MP4. So it's going to be called stream year, month, day, hour, minute. Save. Okay. So when present changes from any state to home, i.e. the present's kind of been done, take a snapshot and record video. So let's see what happens. So if I go into settings, devices and services, in fact, let's just go to Zigbee to MQTT. There's the present sensor. Click on exposes and it's set to true. I've heard they work on cardboard boxes. So I have a feeling if I do this, then it's definitely true. Yeah, 1.9 meters away. So let's put it back in the cardboard box and hide it away. Okay, let's go back and look at the automation. Settings, automations and scenes. I called it security. There it is. It said last triggered 3 minutes ago. So if we go and look in media, my media, and what did I call it? I can't remember. I don't think it worked. Settings, automations and scenes, security camera. Go and look at traces. Okay, it's not gone to on. That's because I think it was already on. So I need to move the sensor further away from me. So it can't see me. So have a quick look now, see what it's doing. Exposes. Still seeing me. Let's bring the fading dime right down. Okay. So it's noticed movement, and that's through a towel, which I think is quite impressive. So now if we go back here, automations and scenes, security camera, traces. Okay. Present sensor 2 on. Okay, that present sensor doesn't seem right. A little look at this. Right. It's just been triggered again. Okay, so it's done a snapshot and it's done a record. It's one of the things it's really hard to test. You kind of need to put it in a different room to do it. So if we go back to media, to my media, and I've got a security folder. Okay, it's done a few times. There's me.
Talking to yourself.
Okay, and it's even taken a snapshot of the setup. So it is working. I just need to set it up for real now. Hopefully that gives you enough to set up your own automations here. Like I said, there's links in the description to kind of everywhere I've gone to. So you're going to need the camera, you're going to need a presence sensor, and I put links to all of those. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. And I'll see you on the next one. Unless you want to look at this one or this one. See you on the next one.